Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. Yes, your girl is back. Don't come for me in them comments. I know I had disappeared, but you know your girl was living. You know what I mean? Because I was out here doing big things and stuff, and then I was mostly focused on my craft, not my crafting channel, my gaming channel. I'm trying to get that up and running and everything like that, and that takes a lot of time because that's recording, editing, all the other good stuff. But I mapped out my calendar and your girl is back. Okay, so expect some reviews on semi time. Okay, on semi time, y'all. Then don't expect me to have P Valley out on Friday at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. You know, don't expect that. But maybe Saturday, Sunday ish. I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then Sistas will probably be like Wednesday if I can find it on YouTube. If I can't find it on YouTube, it'll be on Thursday because I watch it on a streaming app and it doesn't stream until like the next day. But anyway, your girl is back. Y'all about to get a recap review on Sistas episode 12, 13, and 14, and then hopefully tomorrow, if I can find it on YouTube, it'll be episode 15, and then if not, then it'll be on Thursday, episode 15. But your girl is back. We about to hit these reviews out, boom, boom, boom. So let's get started. But before I do, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you end up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. So episode 12 of Sistas season 4, episode 12, it was titled Goodbye at the Door. So last season, so remember they went on that little hiatus and whatever, and then they came back. And then the way this season ended, which was like the mid-season finale, which it ain't really feel like a mid-season finale because it was kind of like womp womp, but it picked up where it left off at, where Fatima busting in Hayden's door. First she bust out his windows in his car. I bust your windows out your car. So she did that. She bust all the windows out, and then she came in his house and started like breaking stuff with the bat, like womp womp womp. And then Gary was like, yo, Fatima, calm down. What's going on? Fatima, calm down. And then Hayden was like, Fatima, what are you doing? Stop doing that. And she just kept saying, what did you do? What did you do? He like, I ain't do nothing. I don't even know what you're saying. But it was miraculous, like his lip and everything was going. And I was like, but he had just had it at lunchtime at the office, but then at home he wasn't limping no more. I mean, his eyes was still purplish blue, but he ain't had that limp. So it was kind of odd to me. But at any rate, she still bang, bang, banging and stuff like that. Then she questioned Gary, like, well, how you know Hayden? How you know him? And he like, what? Why you worried about that? I've been noticing through, he did some work for me or whatever like that. And we just, you know, linked up and stuff. We remain cool, yada, yada, yada. She like, So Gary's still trying to calm her down, but Gary don't ever try to leave. So I mean, unless it was my bestie or something, or my good girlfriend, or my boo or something, I'd have left. You know what I'm saying? Because Hayden ain't worth getting beat over the head with a bat. He ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, Gary stayed there and he tried to calm Sigma down, but she don't want to listen, yada, yada, yada. You know how they go over there in the little round robin. And then Zach called her up and she like, where you been? And he like, I've been in jail. And she like, in jail? What you mean you been in jail? Whatever like that. Was it Hayden? And he like, no, I wasn't Hayden, but I'm going to tell you when you get home. So she like, you wasn't Hayden? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Well, sorry guys. Good luck with cleaning all this up. Y'all have a good day. All right. Praise God. Bless you. And they like, what the fuck? So they looking all crazy. And then Gary want to keep repeating, but you pointed the bat at me. You pointed the bat. I said, boy, you lucky it wasn't a gun. Okay. Cause she stayed straight. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she leave and then Gary turned to Hayden and was like, well, what the hell was that? And he like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't do nothing to her. And so, Gary like, you need to leave that Zach dude alone, just leave him be or whatever like that. And he was like, yo, she really certifiable or whatever. He like, yeah, you see. So then Gary get on the phone, he called up Andy and tell Andy, like, you need to check on your girl Fatima, because she just came over to Hayden's house and was like breaking up stuff. She pointed a bat at me and I was scared and I almost peed on myself. He didn't say all that, but she was like, I was scared and stuff like that. And like, something wrong with her. You need to talk to her. And she like, well, Hayden, how you know Hayden? So then she questioning how Gary know Hayden, and he was like, well, you know, I knew him for a few years or whatever. Like, and she was like, well, how didn't I know that? He was like, well, my bad. Like, now you do. Like, what's the problem? What the problem is or whatever. So she like, all right, whatever, Gary. I'll cause she was like, well, is she okay? He was like, is she okay? The fuck? Like, she pointed the bed up. Yeah, she okay. I mean, like, talking to your girl or whatever. And so then he switched it up and was like, well, dinner was good and stuff like that. She was like, yeah, dinner was good. And he was like, well, can I come over? She was like, no, you just left and I got company. He was like, oh, you got company? Yeah, Paris he's coming over. He was like, oh, okay, Paris. Okay. All right. Well, have fun. And so, she hang up with Gary. So then the wheels is turning in her head. And she like, well, how you know hating? So then she ends up calling Fatima, and so she want to understand what was going on with Gary and not Gary. She want to know what was going on with Fatima, why she bust all in Hayden's house and started breaking up shit and whatever like that. And so Fatima tried to like make it seem like it wasn't no big deal. She just like, well, it's okay, everything good or whatever. Zach was in jail. She like, jail? What was he in jail for? She like, look, I don't know, but I'm finna find out or whatever. And so then she tells, somehow it came up that Gary came over for dinner and stuff, and then she kicked him out and blah, blah, blah. And so they want to know, like, well, how he know Hayden and stuff. And she like, yeah, I'm going to find out. I'm going to figure that out or whatever. And so she was like, well, look, I got to go because I hear the sirens or whatever. And I was like, girl, why was you still there after you left? I'd have been in my car and on, what is it? Not 64. That's Hampton. 81. I'd have been on 81, 84, whatever the damn road is, and goddamn, because I can't think of it right now. I think it can start with 85. I'd have been on goddamn 85 and have been the hell up out of there, okay? Or Peachtree. I'd have been up out of there. You wouldn't have seen me still in front of that goddamn house. Anyway, we see Bree. She having the time of her life at the club with Bio, and they dancing. They having a good time. And the question I have for y'all is, what was they listening to? Because it seemed like some people were slow dancing, and then it seemed like some people was twerking, and then Brie and them was just like, dancing, doing their old people's dance where, they don't really know the beat or nothing like that or the song, but they just dancing with each other. So I was like, well, what is they listening to? Because none of them got the beat. But anyway, y'all, they was having a good time. She was looking kind of horny, like she was ready to jump his bones, but she wanted to act like she was a lady. And she just said, take me home. I'm having the time of my life, but I don't want to ruin it by sleeping with you. So he said he was going to take her home and stuff like that. So it was cute. She said it was the best date that she had ever been on. So I was like, oh, that's real cute. But he ain't really do too much. I mean, he just took her to dinner. Okay, never mind. But it was the best she had. So good for her. Anyway, at the house, at Zach's condo or his townhouse. It's a townhouse. He kept saying it was a condo. But whatever you want to call it. Fatima come in and Zach like, well, what happened to you? Like, what's going on with you? She was like, no. What's up, Zach? Like, what's going on? Like, why was you in jail or whatever? So he shows her the paperwork from the jail and stuff. And she looking like, wow. And he like, yeah, I know, wow. He was like, but it ain't my kid. She was like, how you know this ain't your kid? He was like, I don't even know this girl. She like, really, you don't know this girl? He like, yeah, I'm just saying I don't know this girl. Like, she like, well, she just can't go down to the courts and put your name on some stuff. Like, that don't happen. And he like, look, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know this chick. And she like, well, how you don't know if you know her? Because you was out there hoeing back in the day. So how you don't know that you don't know her? Maybe you just screw her, don't know her name, or didn't find out her name and got her pregnant. And now 3 years later, boom, shebang, you got a baby or whatever. And he like, well, I mean, that could have happened, but I'm telling you, that's not my kid or whatever. So she a little upset. She real pissed off, but she more pissed off about what she did at Hayden's spot than what's going on with Zach or whatever. And he was like, well, why would you go over there and do that? Like, you always doing the most. Like, you got glass in your hair. Like, girl, you got to chill out with that. Like, I love you, but you got to chill out. And she like, yeah, I know or whatever. And so let me see. So then they was just kind of talking and stuff, and he was trying to get her to stay, and she was like, no, I don't want to be around all this dust. And he was like, well, I'm having people come in, bring the furniture and stuff in tomorrow, so you could just move in then. And she was like, oh, okay, bet. And so then she left, and that was it. What else I said? Okay, so then at Q, well, not Q, because it's not his house, Maurice and Calvin's spot, Q sleeping on the couch, child, but he gets up because he don't want to be in the house alone or on the couch alone, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, he go in there and bother Maurice. Maurice wake up and like, what the? is you doing in my bed? Like, if you don't get out of my bed, I don't want you. He like, I don't want to sleep alone. He like, look, you not alone. Okay, I'm here, Calvin here, you good. He like, but I want to hold you. I just want to hold you tight. I just want to cuddle with you and stuff like that. You know you like it. And Maurice was like, what? So I could wake up with a gun to my head again? He was like, look, that was the past. Like, that was just 2 days ago. Like, I wouldn't do that to you no more, Maurice. I love you. Like, I want to hug on you and stuff like that. You mine. Ain't nobody ever talk to me the way you talk to me and make me feel comfortable. Like, make me feel secure and stuff like that. And so he like, yeah, whatever. Get up out my bed, go back into the living room. So then, of course, he ends up going into the living room or whatever like that. So, at the salon, child. Because, I mean, this episode really wasn't nothing. It was just kind of bringing us back. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all watched it. Or I hope y'all watched it. Because it's been 3 weeks. What y'all doing? Anyway. It's probably the same thing. I was a little hot girl. Okay, anyway. At the salon. Pam already there. So Karen like, what's up, Pam? Why you here so early? Like, you ain't never here early. You'll never open up the store. Like, what you here for? And she was like, what? I just wanted to, come in early, get things started. So she was like, no, you came here to be nosy. That's what you came here to do. I know that's what you came here to do because you knew that Aaron was coming to pick me up. Well, I ain't even know Aaron was coming to pick you up. But what he picking you up for, girl? Don't worry about all that. Okay, but I'm just saying because I had came to drop some hot tea for you. Oh, hot tea? What? That lady came and arrested Zach. What she arrested him for? I don't know, girl. Shoot, that's why I came in early to see if you knew. No, I don't know and I don't care. Oh, you care, girl. You care. But all right. And so then Aaron come in. And of course, Pam was like, hi, Aaron. How you doing? You looking good? He was like, well, thank you, Pam. Yeah, you stay wearing a tight shirt. I was cracking up. I said, why should she say that to that man? So, of course, Karen sent her to the back or whatever. They start chatting in or whatever because he about to take her to the doctor's appointment because he want to know about the timeline, child. It's the same conversation. He like, your math ain't mathing. And she like, I don't care about your science. And he like, well, we going to see what the doctor say. So, they going down to the free clinic or whatever like that. Andy at work, or maybe she wasn't at work. Maybe she was still at home. But it looked like she was at work, but she might have still been at home in the penthouse. Because it did have all the windows behind her. But anyway, she ends up calling Danny because some website popped up and she took a picture of it. Apparently it was El Fuego. He has like some tech company and she wants her apartment, her condo, swept for any bugs, cameras, and stuff like that because she thinks Gary is snooping on her or whatever like that. And so here go Andy with her dumb ass talking about, well, maybe he doing it to pay his way through school. She was like, Danny was like, girl, we went to the same college. He got a degree in computer science. She was like, oh yeah, you right. You right. I said, did you forget your lines? Did you forget what y'all had? Y'all ad-libbed that because Tyler forgot to put, okay, anyway. Like I said, she want to make sure Gary ain't spying on her. And Danny like, you think he's really spying on me? She was like, girl, I don't know. But just to be sure, I'm going to get this house checked out. So, they end up chatting. And then, Danny was saying like, we need to have a meeting, me, you, and Bree to talk about Karen because she ain't right. And so they were supposed to meet for lunch, but they ain't never meet, girl. They ain't never meet. Anyway, we see Q. He's still knocked out on the couch. And here go Maurice doing a Tanisha from Bad Girls Club back in the day with the pots and pans. I ain't getting no sleep because of you. So you ain't getting no sleep because of me. He was banging on the pots and pans trying to wake Q up or whatever like that. And so, of course, Q gets up and he like, well, I don't got nowhere to go. Where I'm gonna go, Maurice? Maurice like, I don't give up where you go. Like, get out of here. Go. He was like, I'm gonna be on the porch. I said, he live in an apartment, but okay. So then he was like, well, I gotta be here from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. So maybe I just stay here from that time and then, leave it. No, leave, bitch, leave. So then he like, all right, I'm gonna be outside. Okay. He be looking so pitiful. And then Calvin falling for him. He look like a whole stray cat. They get to talking or whatever. And then Calvin basically was telling Maurice to take his ass to work because Maurice was getting on his nerves. And then we see Bree. She popped up at Danny's house. She just used her key to come on in. I think the key was for emergency purposes only. Not for you to just come on up in the house. But who is me? Anyway, Danny still ain't in the bed talking about something. She's trying to get ready for work. That'd be me, child. I'd be like, getting ready for work. Just laying there. But anyway, Bree wanted to tell Danny how much fun she had, how Danny was right, that she should have went out with the guy, and that she really enjoyed herself and stuff like that. And she was saying like she wanted to go out with him again, like if he calls and, you know, invites her out on a date, which we already know Bio gonna do that anyway. And then she was saying like her relationship with Calvin was like real hard and it shouldn't be that hard or whatever. And Danny said, yeah, that's the same with me and Preston. And Brie was like, you let that one go, girl. You let a good one go. Like, she was like, no, we ain't have enough in common and whatever like that. Like, he just ain't get me. And she was like, you messed that one up. But all right, girl, I just want to let you know that you was right. Okay, I'm going to go to work. Okay, deuces. So then she go ahead and leave. At the townhouse / condo, Preston come to see Zach. They had these little conversations about some scones. Not scones, that's food. Sconces. You say I'm hungry. Anyway, some sconces. And anyway, Preston come over to help Zach unpack or whatever. He only took one box, but then he took another box and was trying to unpack it and stuff like that. And so then we find out for real, that Preston been talking to Zach, and Zach been hooking him up with all these girls to try to make Danny jealous. And then Preston basically like, it ain't working. Like, she really don't care. And he like, trust me, dude, she care about these girls. Just keep doing what I told you to do and don't be so worried about it. So while they talking, Jake come in. And so Jake is talking to Zach about the FCC and getting him prepared and stuff like that. Preston had already like said hi to Jake, and Preston took the box and went upstairs or whatever, as I'm picking the box. So he wanted to, you know, talk about the FCC, get him school, or see it seemed like he wanted to see what Zach knew about stocks versus getting him prepared, because that's what I picked up when Jake had met with Gary later on. Because they didn't really show that. I was like, praise God. But that's what Jake came over there to do. But then he also asked Zach, did he tell Fatima? He was like, oh yeah, I told Fatima, whatever. He was like, you told her? Like, word? And you still alive? Like, what? No. Me, you, and my girl and her need to get together so maybe she can rub off on my girl, because I'd have been dead, my nigga. So he like, no, I'm just saying she different. Like, I'm telling you, she different or whatever. He was like, yeah, she is different. She is different. So then they do all that. And we see Hayden. He tells Fatima that because what was they doing? They was at work. So Fatima finally at work in her little red dress, and then Hayden comes up behind her, and Hayden's like, look, I need to talk to you or whatever. She was like, what you want to talk about? You want to give me an apology? He was like, an apology? Bitch, you broke my shit. Okay. So then he was like, you know, all that ranting and raving you did with a bat or whatever like that, I got all that on video or whatever. And she was like, so what you gonna do? What you gonna show it at work or whatever? He was like, yeah, whatever. No, but I got these two dudes right here. Okay. And then I'm pressing charges. I'm getting a restraining order, and then I'm talking to the bosses to get your ass fired, okay? And so she like, and she was like, well, what else? Unless I do what? He was like, oh, no, unless, like, we gonna use the legal system, and I'm gonna show you how I get things done, or whatever. So, he was like, you ought to do hood shit, be with hood niggas, and you just think you gonna get away with that? Okay, I'm gonna show you how the justice system works, okay? And so then she was just looking like, whatever. Like, I guess it looked like she was trying to call his bluff or whatever, because she was like, is they there for me? And so she went over there, put her purse down, and then put her hands behind her back, and then they locked her up. And then they escorted her out. So I guess she thought that Hayden was going to call the people off. It was like the way she did it. I don't know. Or she was just acting like she really wasn't fazed by it. And I was like, the way she doing that, she looked like she'd been arrested many, many times. But it came up that she had. I said, that's shocking. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode 12. I will be back. Yes, I'll have the same shirt on, the same everything on, because I'm doing it back to back. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next review recap, episode 13. So again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time.